Hello, Shahina.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad. When did you wake up?
Um, about an hour and 10 minutes ago. An hour and
Oh,
ten
that's good.
minutes ago.
That's good. Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I tried my earphone, but actually without earphone is much better, I think. All right, Shahina. Uh, I hope you are okay. You are not hungry. You are not tired, right? So if you are fresh, we can do something today. I hope we can learn something. So first, let's just start with what you have done, okay, for the last 3 days. And you asked 2 questions. Let's have a look one more time. And after that, I'm going to finish this chapter today. We will do some questions about perimeter and area. And if you remember, actually, I already taught those perimeter and area. We did a lot of examples, but you did not practice here, okay, in front of me. That's why after we finish this chapter, I will send you one file. As usual, you will just do the questions. If you get stuck or if you don't understand, I will give you some idea, okay? And after that, you will rewrite this. In this way, I hope you'll understand more and more, because after all, as you know, if you want to be good in something, we need to just keep practicing, right? Practice
Yeah.
makes perfect. And soon, I hope you will have a lot of confidence in yourself. Actually, you will not be afraid of any math questions, even if it is difficult. At least you know how to deal with the problem, because as you know, algebra is a kind of tool to solve problems. That is what we are trying to. Now what we are doing is we are learning how to use that tool, right? Because in a lot of things in life, for example, if you want to learn how to cook, you need to learn how to hold a knife, right? You need to learn, you need to know how to peel off the onions or potatoes, and after that you need to know how to cut them and this kind of stuff. And if you just give a knife to 5-year-old boy or girl, they don't know how to hold this and they may just cut their finger. That's why first we have to practice how to hold the tools, then we can actually do anything we want. Okay, Shahina, now
Okay.
let me allow you to share your screen, and after that, let's see your work.
Oh yeah, I had a few saving problems. It wouldn't save some pages. Like I
It's a,
tried multiple times, so I just left it there so you could see it.
yeah, okay. Can you open the last file? Let's just have a look and
Yeah. So this one, right? So this was the last question.
okay.
Wait,
You
where did
asked
we?
me the question 16 or 15. Okay, this
This is
one. Okay,
15.
okay. Can
We,
you
for,
move up?
we
Last time,
forgot.
where did we stop? Here, right?
Yeah, here. Wait, I think we stopped. But we did this.
Okay.
I think we did this. I think we did these two. I don't know. I don't know. I think we. I know we did this one though, but I don't know about this one.
Oh, Shahina, you didn't send the file to me.
Yeah, like it wouldn't save the pages, so it wouldn't like say. That's why I just left it so you could see it.
Okay, okay, no problem. So now, can you move up? Let's just see first. Move up, and more.
Yeah, we did this.
Oh,
We left off at like 10.
oh, okay. All right, move down.
Oh,
11. Did we do 11?
I'm
Yeah,
not
okay.
sure.
Now even 13 we did this. That's overtime. It's about the work, right? Okay, move down. All right. And how about 15? Let me see 15, how you solve this question. Arya has enough money to buy 24 apples. Okay, he has some amount of money. Let's say it's X dollars. If the price of each apple is reduced by 5 cents, so now new price is old price minus 5 cents, or 0.05 if you are expressing everything in dollars. So it is 24p, that X dollar is 24 plus 6, p minus 0.05, because we actually convert the cents into dollars, and these two things are equal, right? 24p. Wait, how did you solve this, Shahina? You didn't solve this? You didn't finish it?
Uh, no, like, is it the like it was since x equals 24p. I did this. I made the equation and then like I tried to
Okay.
solve it.
So now you have, what is it? X dollars, right? This
Yeah.
24, okay, 24 plus 6. So now X dollar means, so you can buy 24 apples. Each one is P dollars, right? In the first case, here we have the first case, one apple is, how
Uh-huh.
much is it? It is P
P
dollars.
dollars.
And you can buy 24. So how much you have? X dollars. So X dollars, we can buy 24 times P dollars. In the
Uh-huh.
second case, for the same amount of money, because the price is reduced, right? And 24 plus 6, that is 30. But now the price is P, so it is cent, this one is dollar. That's why we have to convert this into dollar, minus 0.05. Now, as you see here, Shahina, we have two equations. On the left-hand side, we have X and X, right? So what does it mean? It
Mm-hmm.
means that also their right-hand sides must be equal to each other. Or in the first equation, X equals 24 times P, and substitute this value for X in the second equation, substitute here. Then what do we have here? Then 24 times P, let me just not write dollar sign anymore. We have 30 times P minus 0.05. So now we can solve this here. 24p equals, if you remove the brackets here, 30p minus, what is 30 times 0.05? It is 10 times 0.05 is 0.5. 3 times 0.5, that is 3 over 2. So now take this to the left-hand side. 24 minus 30 minus 6p equals minus 3 over 2. So now if you multiply both sides by minus 1 over 6, here we have p, here we have 1 over 6 times 3 over 2, because minus minus it is plus, which is equal to, here we have 3, 6 is 3 times 2, it is 1 over 4. That's one is dollars. So what was the question? Find the original cost of each apple. So that original price of the one apple was $1.4, which is equal to 25 cents. In a lot of examples, Shahani, you will see that actually we are just, actually you will see that we will have this equation a lot.
Okay.
Did you
I think I
understand?
get
In this case, for example, if you, for example, let's say, what is it? All right, so 24 $. Okay. Wait. I'm just thinking about, how about if you solve this with numbers, for example, let's say you have X dollars, right? X dollar. So actually how much you have, it doesn't matter. If you have $48. Anyway, Shahina, it's a bit messy. Did you understand? If you did understand, I will explain again.
I understood a
Because,
little, but not a lot.
um,
Like
well,
I think I got it, but like I'm not quite sure.
okay. Shahina, now, can you erase everything? You will redo this.
Okay.
Can you erase it? Okay, very good. Do you have something that you can erase everything at the same time, or? You have to delete one by one.
No, I have to delete one by one. Okay.
Okay. Here first, can we just do this kind of table, Shahina? Here we have number of apples, and this one is unit price, for example, something like this. Can you do that?
Okay. So that and number of A apples.
Okay.
And unit price.
Yes. Price.
It's a little cropped up, but
okay. So now in the first case, now we can buy 24 apple. Do we know the unit price?
no, right?
We don't know. Let's say that you just write here 24, and let's say we can buy n apples.
24 and apples. Okay.
Okay. No, not n apples. Sorry, that one is
n dollars.
N dollars, or let's just not write X dollars. X dollars is better. Or you can write X cents, Shahana. Maybe it's better if you write in cents. Let's just write X cents here. Yes. Okay. Now, next part, it says that if the price of each apple is reduced by 5 cents, so that means that now new price is X minus 5 cents, right?
Oh, no. That's not the price. Okay. This is X minus 5. He will be able to buy, so that's 24 plus 6.
Yeah, this is new price. So 24 plus 6, that is 30. Okay. So if you remember, Shahina, we did a lot of examples like this. If this one is the number of apples and this one is unit price, and how do you find the total price or total cost? Let's say it is the number of apples times individual price, right? The first one, it is 24 times X cents. For the same amount of money, that means that I'm using the same money here. Still, I'm using this T cents. Now I can buy how much? 30 apples. And for each one, how much is it? It is X minus 5 cents, right? Can you just write this equation like this?
So T equals 24 times X cents. And then equals, what was that? X. Wait, was this right?
Shahina, look here, if you get confused, for example, if you buy 2 apples, each one is $2, $3, how much you pay? $6, right? 2 times 6. I mean, 2 times 3. But here, you are buying 30 apples, and for each apple, you are paying X minus 5 cents. So how much will you pay to the cashier?
30 times X minus 5, right? Okay.
But this is really important, Shahina. Did you understand how we are forming this equation?
Yeah.
That is the total money we are paying to the cashier, and we bought 24 apples, and each one is X dollars, and X cents here. And after 3 or 4 days, maybe after 1 week, you came back to the same supermarket, and you actually received the same amount of money from your mother. And she said that, okay, we are hoping that the price did not change. So now maybe here you have $20. Again, actually you have $20. That's why we are writing here the total money. You're going to buy apples for this money. But this time, you actually notice that the price is reduced by 5 cents. To some reason, maybe they get a bit old, not fresh, that's why. Now, when you just count immediately, actually you can see that you can buy 30 apples now. Now the question is, if it is so, what was the original price of the apple? That means that we need to find the value of X, right? So immediately what you have to think here is, Shahina, 30 divided by 5. 5 times 5 is 30. 30 divided by 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 5 is 30. here I don't need this t, right? So we have to eliminate this from the equation. So this left-hand sides are equal. That means that also the right-hand sides must be equal, right? From here, now we are writing 24 times x must be equal to 30 times x minus 5 because the left-hand sides are equal.
So 24 times x equals to 30 over x minus 5. And that's the equation. So then that's 24x equals to 30x minus 150. Okay, 21. So we'll take that over to the side. And that's 24x minus 30x.
Yeah, take this 30 to the left-hand side, Shiny. As now it's piece of cake for solving this kind of equations. Minus 30x.
30x equals negative 150.
Very good. Simplify this quickly. What is 24 minus 30?
Negative 6x equals 150.
Shahina, now next time, okay, now you are at this level. If you just say something like this, okay, let me just write like this. Something minus A equals minus B. Both sides, they have minus, right?
Yeah, then it
Mentally,
becomes,
just multiply them by -1. Here, just why it's the same as A equals B. Because if
yeah,
you multiply -1, so you just drop this minus mentally. You don't have to write this again. So that means that
and
we
that's
have
6x
6x equals
equals,
150. So that you don't get confused.
yeah, okay, 150. Then x equals 150 over, that's 150. 150 over 6, which equals to 6 times,
So what is the closest
oh yeah,
number that is easily divisible by 6? That's close to 150. What number?
120.
Yeah, very good. Write 150 as 120 plus 30.
120 plus 30, and over there
Right,
that's
equal first. Yeah, between the fraction.
equals,
Okay. So one is 120 is divided by 6.
that is 30.
20.
Oh, 20. Oh yeah, 20.
Because 12 is divided by 6 is 2. With
Oh
0,
yeah,
it is 20.
20
And 30 is
plus
divided by
6,
6,
5.
5. So
So that
that's equal
equals
to
to
25.
25, and that's
But
dot dot
actually,
dot.
Shahina, this one, you should do this mentally.
Okay,
So the original price, right, of one apple was 25
25
cents.
cents. Okay,
Let's save it. No, 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 no. Which one? Okay. All right. Save it.
okay.
Good. Now
Um,
16. What is it?
a tank can be fully filled with water using a pipe that fills 20 liters a minute. A bigger pipe that can fill 25 liters in a minute will take 1 minute less to fill the same tank. How many minutes does a smaller pipe take to fill the tank?
How did you solve this question?
Well, we'll let T be the time taken to fill the tank of the smaller pipe, and then I did 20T because it's 20 liters in a minute, and then I divided by 25. I don't know, I just kind of did it.
25, 25. China, can you erase everything here?
Okay. Is there more on the bottom?
Or you erase like this? I see. You don't have bigger eraser?
No, there's no bottom. Okay, wait, can you get like a bigger eraser with this? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, all done.
Shahana, you will see that as you see more and more questions, when you just model the problems, most of the time you will see that we will get the same equation. Can you just zoom in, click on plus one time? One more, okay, that much is enough. Okay, so in this kind of question, Shahina, maybe your answer is correct, okay, but here the most important thing is, can you visualize the problem? What is going on here? So
Yeah.
here it says that a tank can be fully filled with water using a pipe that fills 20 liters in a minute. A bigger pipe that can fill 25 liters in a minute will take 1 minute less to fill the same tank. So immediately first draw a kind of tank here. Okay, we are talking about a tank. Here we have, okay, Shana, wait, not just listen, then you will do that. Okay, I'll erase everything. So we have a tank, okay. And we know that every tank, it's a kind of container, right? It has certain capacity. So maybe it is like 10-liter tank or 100-liter tank or maybe 1,000-liter tank. We don't know, right? So let's say the volume of this tank is V liters. All right, liters. So now actually here we have two taps, maybe the pipes. This is the first one and that is the second one. Let me just draw. This one is the small one and this one is the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this one is small, this one is big. So now a tank can be fully filled with water using a pipe that fills 20 liters per minute. What does it mean? It means that here the rate of this small pipe, let's say it is R1, that's equal to 20 liters per minute. It's like speed. What does it mean? You just open the tap and look at your watch. Okay, every minute 20 liters of water is discharged from this pipe. It means this, right?
Yes.
Right. For example, here 20 liters per minute. What does it mean? It's like if I tell you, Shahina, your speed is, let's say 10, not 10. Okay, I'll delete this later. If I tell you, Shahina, your speed is 30 meter per minute. What does it mean, China? That means that every minute you walk 30 meters, right? 30 meters, now 1 minute passed. In the second minute, again, you walk 30 meters. And again, another minute, you walk 30 minutes. It means this, right? So that means that at 30 meters per minute means every minute you walk for 30 minutes. Now, if I ask the question, this is your house and this is your school, and the distance between house and your school is, let's say, 300 meters, right? And if I ask you, how long does it take for you to reach to get to your school from your home? If your speed is 30 meters per minute, how you calculate? Okay, 1 minute, 30 minutes, 2 minutes, 60 meters, 3 minutes, 90 meters, right? After 10 minutes, in 10 minutes, I will get to school. Because every minute you are walking 10 meters. In 2 minutes, 30 meters. In 2 minutes, you walk 60 meters. 3 minutes, 90 meters, okay? The same thing, now you have a kind of pipe and tap here, just open this, okay? You look at the clock or timer, okay? In 1 minute, there's some water in the container, so amount of water is 20 liters. If it continues in 1 minute, let me just make a table here. What does it mean? Here we have time, and here we have the volume of the water in the container. If the time is, let's say, in minutes, 1 minute, how many liters of water is discharged from the tap? It is 20 liters, right? And how about after 2 minutes? It is 40 liters. How about after 3 minutes? It is 60 liters, right? Now, if I ask Shahina, how about after 10 minutes? What will be the amount of water in the container?
T times
20 liters, right?
Yeah.
This one is 120. So 2 times 20. 3 times 20. If it is T,
So T times
it must
20.
be 20 T, right?
Okay.
Okay. So that is a race. So it's like if you remember what it was a distance formula, it is speed times time. Actually, the speed is a rate. It's a rate of distance, right? Per unit time. So, I mean, this means that, what is it? In 1 unit, what is the change in your distance? Anyway, let me just not for details. We know that distance equals speed times time. And also this kind of problem, Shahina, always just remember that in some distance, now we are filling this container. So volume or capacity that's equal to rate times time. Always you are using this formula, rate times time. Here we have speed times time for distance. For this kind of problems, rate times time. And what is rate? Maybe it is liter per minute or liter per second or maybe liter per hour. Okay. So now that is the rate of the small pipe. And in the question it's saying that a bigger pipe that can fill 25 liters in a minute. So here, that means that that is R2, it is rate, right? So that is 25 liters per minute. So now the volume of the content does not change. Here I can just write here volume equals R1 times T1, and volume equals R2 times T2, right? This is for the first pipe, this is for the second pipe. Now, do we know R1? We know, right? It is 20. Substitute here, 20. And the T1, I don't know. Let's say it is T. And how about R2? It is 25. Here we have 25. What is T2, Shahina? Can you tell me T2 in terms of T? If you look at the question, it says that a bigger pipe that can fill 25 liters in a minute will take 1 minute less, right? Because bigger pipe, more water comes out, smaller pipe, less water. So if you just open the bigger pipe, it fills the container faster than the smaller pipe. If the smaller pipe takes T minutes, Shahina, how about the bigger pipe? It takes how many minutes?
T minus 1.
1, very good. As you see here, it's exactly the same equation in like the previous question, right? So here, like apple problem. Here we have V, here we have V, the same thing. That means that also the right-hand sides must be equal to each other. Here we have this thing, here we have this thing, right? This one is 20, right? Not 25. Here because 20. So now I'll write this equation. Let me change this. On the left-hand side, we have 20t. On the right-hand side, we have 25t minus 1. You know how to solve this equation. If you just remove the brackets, 20t equals 25t minus 25. And if you simplify this, take to the left-hand side, 20 minus 25, that is minus 5, and divide both sides by 5, then we will get here, t is equal to 5. Okay, Shahina, what you have to do is, right now you don't have, maybe you didn't understand everything, but first, Shahina, draw a kind of container and let its volume be V, right, V, and write it is rate 1, the first pipe, and rate 2, the second pipe, and write this equation, okay, write this equation, and after that, solve it. Okay, Shahina?
Okay.
Let's do it from the beginning.
So here's the time. Okay, that. Ah. Wait, that does not look very well. Good.
Yeah, to draw this one, Shahina, first, you should just draw like 2 parallelogram like this. Okay? And just join the vertices like this. That's much faster.
Yeah. Okay.
Jumping on your bed. Jumping on your bed.
Now draw 2 pipes. One is small pipe, another one is 2 pipes. The small and big. Okay.
So here's a small one, I think.
Yeah,
And
okay,
here's that big one.
good.
Okay. And then one takes, that is volume liters.
Okay. Not to get confused, you can just write V. If all the actual units are in liters, you don't have to write L, so you don't get confused. Just write V. So Shahina here writes like R1, okay? Here we have time. The small one is T, and second one is R2. And what is time? The second one takes less, right? So it will be T minus 1.
Yes, it's R1, T, R2, right? 2, that's T minus 1.
Okay. Now write the equation on the left. Write the equation here, Shahina.
Here? Okay.
So if
So,
using the first one, volume equals, right? V equals
V equals
R1
R1,
times T, right? Rate
yeah,
times
R1
time. That's
times
like
T.
speed. So
And
Shahina,
then
immediately substitute. We know R1, right? Substitute here. What is R1? R1 is this, right? 20. So write here 20 times T.
20 times 2.
Okay. Now write the second equation for the big pipe. V equals R2.
R2 times T. R2 is,
No, what is the time, Shahina? Look, what is the time actually for R2? It's T minus 1.
oh yeah, T minus 1.
So in parentheses, write T minus 1.
Minus 1 equals, R2 is
What is R2?
25
25.
times T minus 1.
Okay. So now that's it. That's our equation.
20,
You should draw a line. See, here we have two equations here. So now we need to find T here.
25 T minus 25. Oh wait, I
Okay,
messed
that's
up.
correct. No, continue. Equals. You can write also this equation first. Equals 20T, right? And that's much better. Now solve it.
Oh yeah, 25 T minus 25, that equals to
Yeah,
T,
take
right?
20T to the left, 25, negative 25 to the right. What we have here? 25T minus, and can you use capital T also here? They are the same, right?
Oh yeah. Ah, that was the eraser. Okay. So, okay, so 25 T minus 20T equals 25, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That equals to 5T equals to 25. Oh, that's easy. T equals 25 over 5 equals 5. So T equals 5. So that
5
means
minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah.
So how many minutes does the small pipe take to fill the tank? The time we
Dot, dot,
actually
dot.
denoted by T, right? So that's equal to 5 minutes.
More pipe takes 5 minutes to fill the tank. Okay.
Okay, until you understand very well, Shahina, just follow this step. Draw the container. Imagine that we have a kind of container and it has capacity, right? It's volume V, and the rate of the first pipe, the rate of the second pipe. And after write your equation, V equals rate times time, and you don't get confused. Okay, what is next?
This one.
I think you did this correctly, right? It is John's age is 8. No. Why did you use Y?
I don't know, like, Actually, it's too like easier.
But before you were solving by making a table, Shahina. Here we are talking about 3 people, right? Make just 3 columns here. The first one
So
is
should I erase
Mary,
it?
second one is John, and third one is Bob, right? And Mary is twice as old as John. Immediately we should ask, what is actual, how old is John? We don't know. Let's say this X years old. So Mary is twice as old as John. So Mary is 2X. And Mary is half as old as Bob. So that means that's half as old as Bob. What is
So
Bob's
X.
age? 4X, right? Because half of 4X is 2X.
Okay.
So now from here, in 22 years time, Bob will be in 22 years time. So it is 2X plus 22, X plus 22, 4X plus 22. First we have to write this. And Bob will be twice as old as John. So that means that this 4X plus 22 will be 2 times X plus 22. Now we should solve this, and if we solve this, we will get the answer.
So should I erase this?
Wait, it is, 2X equals 22, X equals 11. What is Mary? Mary's age is 22. What is your answer?
Mary's age
22,
is
right?
22 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Correct answer. But if you just make like this, it's more clear,
Yeah.
and you know how you're writing this.
So should I erase it?
Not erase, but can you write just on the right hand side, draw a line and change the color?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this one.
Yeah, you can just write here. This is the first way, Shahina, and this one is the second way. You are just solving 2 different ways.
First way, second way. Okay. So we have Mary, John, and Bob. Mary is 2x years old because John's x. Bob's that's 4x.
In 22 years time, that means after 22 years.
So 2x plus 22, x plus 22, 4x plus 22. That is plus 22, that will be 20 shot. Bob will be twice as shot, so 22.
So in 22 years time, Bob will be. So now what is Bob's age after 22 years? It is 4x plus 22,
4x
right?
plus 22.
Yeah, if you read the question, Bob will be, that means it is will be
Twice.
means is, that is equals, right? Twice, it means 2 times as old as John. What is John's age? It is x plus 22. So now write 4x plus 22. That is Bob's age after 22 years, right?
X. Oh yeah, here, or should I write another one?
And just you need to read the question translation. Bob, okay, this is Bob's age, will be, that means equals.
Equals.
Twice, it means 2 times.
Oh yeah, okay.
2 times as old as John. So what is John's age? X plus 22.
X plus 22. That's Mary's age, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That will do 4x plus 22 equals 2x plus 44. 4x, we break that over by this 2x equals 44 minus 22. That's 2x equals 22. X equals 22 over 2, which equals to 11. X equals 11.
But what's the question, Shahina? Can you move up?
How old is Mary?
So how old is Mary now?
She's 22 because Mary is twice. So
Yeah, 2x, right? So Mary is 22 years old now. And you have already written there. You can. We don't have to. Okay, just
okay.
right here. You can just put it.
Okay.
Shahana, did you solve these questions yourself or your mother or father helped you?
The when something questions I didn't understand, they helped me a little bit, but the others.
Good.
Uh, oh yeah, we forgot about this question. 18.
All right. That's the one that you couldn't solve, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think I got the idea, but like I forgot how to do it. Like I wasn't quite sure.
Can you read it? So let's just read it and
Yeah.
let's see.
Alice and Belinda started simultaneously from
Simultaneously. Simultaneously.
simultaneously from two towns to meet one another. If
Okay,
Alice
stop.
travels,
Stop. So what is it? Can you explain? What did he say? What is the question
um,
about the first part?
two people, Alice and Belinda, they are from a different town and they want to meet another.
Yeah, but at the same time, right? At the same time,
Yeah, at the
they
same time.
leave. So immediately you have to actually imagine this thing. Here we have town A, this one is town B, and this girl is walking in this direction, and this girl is walking in this
That
direction.
direction.
That means that after some time, they will meet somewhere here, right? That's their meeting
Yeah.
point. And without drawing this, Shahina, immediately you have to imagine this thing. Okay,
Yeah.
continue. Now the second part.
Um, if Alice travels 2 kilometers per hour faster than Belinda, they will meet in 3 hours.
Okay,
If
immediately here, Shahina, okay, stop. After you read this, and I hope you read this before. So
yeah,
if Alice travels 2 kilometers per hour faster than Belinda. As you see here, now the question comes, okay then, what is Belinda's speed? We don't know. So let's say Belinda's speed is S. Then Alice's speed must be S plus 2, right? Because it is, Alice is 2 kilometers per hour faster than Belinda. Okay.
okay.
All right, continue.
They would meet in 3 hours. If Belinda travels 1 kilometer per hour slower than Alice's speed and two-thirds of her previous speed, they would meet in 4 hours. How far apart are these two towns?
Okay. Now the
That's what I
first,
got confused at.
yeah, the first one. That is the first situation. Now the second one, okay. Let's draw again. This is Alice and Belinda. And also actually they are walking towards each other. And the second part. Here actually, let me just write here, t equals 3 in the first case. If Belinda travels 1 kilometer per hour slower than Alice's speed, slower, and Alice's speed is 2/3 of her previous speed. Actually, you should try to understand until here, this part. Okay. So now if you read here, Belinda travels 1 kilometer per hour slower. So what is Belinda's speed, Shahina, here? S, right? Right in the first case. But now here, he's traveling 1 kilometer per hour slower. So now her new speed is S minus 1. And Alice's speed is 2/3 of her previous speed. And what is Alice's previous speed? It is S plus 2, right? 2/3 means now her new speed is 2/3 of her previous speed. That is S
S
plus 2.
plus 2.
So they would meet in 4 hours. So now time is 4 hours. So we don't know where they meet. Let's say they meet somewhere here. Okay, that one is that. Maybe this one is M1, the meeting point, M2, meeting point, different point, because now everything is different. The question is, how far apart are the two towns? Okay, so actually, let's say the distance between two towns is A, B, let's say is equal to D. Okay, so we have to find this distance, right? That's the question. How far are the two towns, right? So now, question for you. If this one is, okay, here, this one is, let's say this distance is D1, and this distance is D2. And Shahina, what is D1 plus D2?
1, 2, close the middle part, right?
D1 plus
M1.
D2 is the distance between two towns, right?
Yeah.
So that's equal to D. You see here is equal to D. Now in the second case, Shahina, let's say to this distance is, let's say it is D3 maybe. I don't know because they are different. And this one is, let's say, I don't know, let's say it is D4. Another question for you, Shahina. What is D3 plus D4?
The distance like between
That is
like
D, right? Just the
you
distance between two towns is D,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
So now from here, okay, D, the first equation, I'm writing the first equation. Shahina, what is D1?
Is
What is D1?
S
This is D1,
plus
right?
2.
The speed times time, is it?
Yeah.
At least to move from this point to this point, actually, at what speed did she travel? At S plus 2 kilometers per hour, times 3. So that's equal to 3 times, what is it?
S
S
plus
plus
2.
2. So here, instead of D1, I'm writing 3 times S plus 2.
Plus 2.
Plus, how about D2, Shahina? What is D2?
I can't really see it because this is covered. I
Really?
can try to move.
This one. This is
S. It's
speed.
S.
It is S to travel from B to M1, and he spent how many hours? 3 hours again. So that is, here we have S times 3. I can just write it as 3S. I can change the color, maybe. Similar China for this, D3, that is D. D3 is speed times time. Time is 4. 4. And speed is that thing, right? It is 2 over 3 S plus 2. And how about D4? It is speed times time. Time is 4, and speed is S minus 1. So actually, as you see here, again, we have similar equation. On the left-hand side, we have D. D, that means that the right-hand sides must be equal to each other, right? So now here we have 3S plus 2 plus 3S should be equal to 4 times 2 over 3. I'm just writing this expression. S plus 2, and here we have 4S minus 1.
Okay.
Shahina, have some rest, okay? You're a bit tired, and we will continue after 10 minutes, drink some tea or coffee, okay?
Okay.
Now it is 10:26. So, like, maybe after 10 or 12 minutes, I will send you the link, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.